In the pulse of a crowded dance hall, it lives a force as old as humanity. In the 1930s, it was the heartbeat of a generation. But what is its purpose? Why do we move to music? And what did it mean when the world was on the brink? The 1930s were a time of paradox. The Great Depression shuttered businesses, emptied pockets, cast shadows over cities. Yet dance emerged as a rebellion, a refusal to let despair win. From Harlem's clubs to Hollywood's ballrooms, people danced to keep going. Swing, tap, ballroom, these were declarations of life. The purpose of dance was to connect, defy, feel alive. The 1920s roared with jazz, loosening tradition. But the 1929 crash ended the party. Families lost homes, jobs vanished. People needed something cheap, something rewarding. Dance became the escape everyone needed. A nickel for a dance hall ticket, sometimes nothing if you snuck in. It was communal, joyful, even when the world was not. In Harlem, the Savoy Ballroom became a cathedral of movement. The Lindy Hop was born, a wild dance that laughed at hardship. Black dancers, often excluded elsewhere, blended African rhythms with jazz's syncopation. The Lindy Hop was storytelling. Couples spun, swords sang. We are here, unbroken. The Savoy welcomed all, black, white, rich, poor, and dance became a quiet revolution, bridging divides. The purpose of dance at the Savoy was unity, innovation. Dancers like Frankie Manning invented moves like the aerial, tossing partners into the air. These were acts of trust. To dance the Lindy Hop was to rely on someone, move as one. In a decade of distrust, collapse, upheaval, this was radical. Dance reminded people they weren't alone. Ballroom dancing shone, thanks to Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Their films, like Top Hat, offered escape. They glided through waltzes, foxtrots, their elegance a fantasy of better days. Their choreography was precise, a metaphor for order in chaos. To watch them was to believe grace could triumph, hard work could lead to beauty. Ballroom wasn't just for films. Dance halls sprouted, offering lessons, competitions. The foxtrot was a favorite for couples. It was intimate, a way to court without words. Man and woman, in sync, said more in a song than in hours of talk. The purpose was connection, bringing people close in isolation. Tap turned the body into an instrument. Dancers like Bilbo Jangles Robinson made floors sing. Rooted in African American traditions, tap blended Irish step dancing with jazz's improvisation. Its purpose was expression, defiance. It's a way to be yourself. Robinson's stair dance, tapping up a staircase, was a statement. I will not be ignored. Tap was a spark. Proof creativity could thrive. Dance wasn't always glamorous. Dance marathons, grim endurance contests, showed another purpose. Couples danced for days, collapsing for prize money. These were brutal, exploiting desperate people, yet they drew crowds who saw their struggles in the dancers' persistence. The purpose was survival. To keep moving was to endure. For contestants, every shuffle was a step toward hope, a meal, a future. Marathons showed dance's power to captivate. Promoters staged stunts, sprints, to keep audiences hooked. Dance, even grueling, was a story, and people craved stories. In the 1930s, with radio and films, new dance was a live narrative. Its purpose was to hold attention, make sense of a senseless world. Why did dance matter? Humans are wired to move. Rhythm syncs our heartbeats. In the 1930s, this was instinct. People danced because it felt good, shook off fear, made them forget breadlines. Psychologically, dance was release, loosening worry. Socially, it was glue, turning strangers into partners, crowds into communities. Its purpose was to heal individuals, society. Dance was a cultural mirror. Swing blended black, white, immigrant influences. The Lindy Hop drew from African calandri spawns, dancers answering music with steps. Ballroom carried European elegance, appealing to those who longed for tradition. Each style reflected who people were, who they wanted to be. Dance was a canvas for identity. For women, dance offered freedom. Gender roles were rigid, but the dance floor was a space to break free. Swing dancers in short skirts, spinning, defied expectations. The Lindy Hop's equal partnership gave women agency. They weren't just following, they were creating. The purpose was empowerment, a chance to move boldly. Men found purpose too. For working-class men, the dance hall shed labor's weight. A factory worker could lead a partner with confidence. For Black men, tap, swing were resistance, a way to shine. Dance gave men a stage, a way to redefine themselves. Children danced. Kids like Shirley Temple tapped into hearts, but everyday children learned steps. Dance schools taught jitterbug to teens who practiced in basements. For them, dance was play, a dream of stardom, a way to pass time. Its purpose was possibility. Dance had economic purpose. Dance halls employed musicians, instructors, big bands. Duke Ellington, Count Basie thrived because people danced. Hollywood built empires on dance films. Small towns had pavilions where bands played for a dime. Dance-fueled jobs kept money moving. Its purpose was practical. To keep the wheels turning. Dance wasn't always pure. It could be exclusive. Many venues segregated, barring Black dancers. It could be exploitative, as marathons proved. It could be fleeting, an escape that didn't solve problems. Yet, in its flaws, dance's purpose shone. It mirrored society's tensions, race, class, gender, and offered a way to navigate them. Globally, the 1930s saw fascism rise, isolationism grow. Dance crossed borders. The Lindy Hop reached London. Ballroom spread to Paris. It was a universal language, sharing joy amid fear. Its purpose was diplomacy, reminding people of shared humanity. As the decade ended, war loomed. Dance adapted. Soldiers danced with USO performers. Civilians danced to forget headlines. The steps of the 30s, swing, tap, foxtrot, carried into the 40s, a lifeline. The purpose of dance was durable, a constant in change. Today, the 1930s are a golden age of dance. The Lindy Hop is revived, tap is taught. Ballroom graces TV. Its purpose remains, to move us. Dance is storytelling without words, a release of what words cannot hold. It binds us to our past, to each other, to the rhythm of being human. Consider the Savoy dancers, their feet flying. They weren't just dancing, they were living. Each spin defied despair. Each step promised to keep going. Dance, let them laugh, love, dream. Its purpose was to carry them through, or the marathon dancers swaying through exhaustion. Their dance was grim, but it was dance, a testament to endurance. They moved because stopping meant giving up. The purpose was to survive. Astaire and Rogers danced for a reason. Their films were fantasies, but spoke to desires for beauty, order, love. The purpose was to inspire, to show what was possible. Dance in the 1930s was joy, struggle, art, survival. It mirrored the human condition, every emotion, hope. Its purpose was vast, adapting to whoever danced. For some, escape. For others, expression. For all, a way to feel alive. We dance today for the same reasons. A child twirling, a couple swaying, a performer tapping. They're part of the same thread. Dance connects us to the 1930s. Two people who moved through hard times. Its purpose is timeless. To remind us we're here, together, moving forward. What is the purpose of dance? It is to move, not just the body, but the soul. To weave stories, heal, celebrate. In the 1930s, it carried a generation through darkness. Today, it reminds us to keep stepping forward, to find rhythm in chaos, to dance even when the music falters. This is what's its purpose, uncovering the truths in the movements we share.